History tells us that these conflicts do not occur in a vacuum, and we must play our part as a responsible member of the global community. It is heartbreaking to witness that despite what we see happening in the world right now, that the UK Government continues its vindictive campaign against those who need our help most. I want to take some time today to dispel some of the myths peddled by the UK Government and their Conservative defenders here in Scotland. They say we don't have enough room. Well, let's look at that a little bit more closely. Many of Scotland's communities, particularly in rural Scotland, are already experiencing acute depopulation and labour market challenges, in part because of Brexit and the end of the freedom of movement. Scotland is far from full, and as a country ready to take our share of those seeking refuge, we are unable to do so due to the fact that this is a reserved matter. The UK Government must cease its culture wars, fulfil its international obligations and invest in tackling the asylum backlog. Providing additional staff and ensuring more humane and efficient processes means that we could see a system fit for purpose. Instead, they've spent millions, hundreds of millions of pounds already on their inhumane and illegal Rwanda policy, which has resulted in what precisely? Not a single thing. An abhorrent and immoral waste of taxpayer money. They tell us we're being overrun, and often in the most inhumane ways. Former Prime Minister and now Foreign Secretary Lord Cameron once referred to a swarm of people coming across the Mediterranean. Sadly, he is not alone. Former Home Secretaries have referred to migrants as a hurricane and as an invasion. The Conservatives are trying to normalise such dehumanising language. Othering the most vulnerable in society is one of the oldest and, in my view, the most despicable tricks in the Tory handbook. Now, that won't wash here in Scotland, and we will see that reflected in the upcoming general election. We will see an end to the Scottish Conservatives. They ask us, how are we going to pay for them all? Well, those fleeing conflict and persecution and seeking asylum on our shores have much to offer our communities, culturally and economically. It's a shame, therefore, that the UK Government continues to deny the right of those seeking asylum to work and to contribute to our country. As noted in the Building a New Scotland paper specifically looking at migration, we know that leaving the EU has cut off a valuable and ready supply of workers to fill key posts. There have been fewer births than deaths registered in Scotland since 2011, so it is clear that we need migration to ensure our communities are vibrant, diverse and thriving, and also to support local economies and the public sector.